What's up, my Hablando Shetters? My name is Sebastián Sierra, and welcome back to another episode of Hablando Shet. Today, as we all see this past weekend, the Friends reunion finally came out. We've all been waiting for this. And the biggest fans of Friends have been waiting for this reunion to come together. And now we saw it, and I brought my super friends back together from the last episode to talk about we're gonna review the show. We're gonna review if we liked it, if we didn't like it, what we liked, what we didn't like. So I brought them back. Of course, I brought back Andrea. How you doing, Andrea?
I'm doing great. I'm really I just wanna cry. I'm still crying on the inside.
A lot of tears have been shed in this reunion. We'll see what moments are those.
You saw the photo.
Oh yeah. 5 minutes in, she already cried. I'm like, wow, I cannot believe this. This is okay. I guess I know what to expect now. And of course, I also brought my other good friend, Angie. How you doing, Angie?
I'm great. I'm super excited to spill all the tea.
Oh, and Anamari, who was in this episode, could not unfortunately be here today. She had some other stuff to do, so we couldn't find her here. But she'll be back for another podcast. Stay tuned for that. We'll see how it goes. Andrea, I want to do the Office podcast with you because I was watching it today and I was like, I gotta talk about it.
Yes.
I have to do it. And Angie, you better catch up. Angie, you better catch up. You have a small window to finish that show. You gotta do it. But that's another episode for the future. But today, yes, we finally saw the Friends reunion. By the way, thank you for the people that watched the last episode. But some pretty good support over there. People are liking it apparently. So good stuff. So hopefully you guys like this one.
My family saw it.
Really? Your
family shared it. My mom shared it to everyone, to the group family in WhatsApp. And I was like, oh my God.
Yes, that's how we do it.
Yes.
That's how we do it. Yes. So thank you again for the support. Yeah, it's great. So hopefully you guys like this one because we're gonna get into it. I mean, we're gonna talk about everything we liked, everything that maybe we didn't like, things that could have been better, things that met our expectations. We're gonna go through all of that. So, spoiler alert, if you're not seeing the Friends reunion and you don't want to be spoiled, go watch it first and then come back. If you haven't watched the review, if you haven't watched the reunion and you don't care about spoilers, then hey, you can watch. It's fine. You can stay with us. It's okay.
Then just watch it. Yeah.
Watch it with us. Just watch it with us, and you'll be alright. But let's just get to it because
we'll tell all the details.
Oh, all the details because we're gonna get to it. I'll tell you the first thing I liked about this is the first 5 minutes, maybe. Loved it. I was like, wow.
Yes.
Seeing the intro, seeing David Schwimmer come back, I was like, wow.
Yes. David Schwimmer.
Those were my first tears.
And seeing every part of it.
Every part of it.
Oh, I remember this, and I remember this episode.
Yes.
And I'm so emotional. I'm like, that's when I took the picture. And I sent it to you.
Yeah, I was like, wow, you're crying.
That first scene just got to me in seconds. When the door opens and he goes in and he starts talking and wow, it's weird to be back here. So much memories, and I was like,
crazy. It's so crazy. Then seeing, I think it was Lisa Kudrow who showed up later, and they hugged and were like, "Oh my God, Lisa, it's you!" And they hugged. And I was like, "Oh
yes,
my
God. And then Jennifer enters, and then she's crying.
Yeah.
She went. Where are the tissues? That's the first thing when she got in. Where are the tissues?
And then Matt LeBlanc, I was like, oh my God, Matt LeBlanc. It's been a while, man. I know you're still doing TV.
But let's talk about some. Did you see his belly?
They even joked about it. I was like, oh, that's uncalled for.
He was so hot. He was so hot in season 1, and now he has this huge.
Hey, but like you said in last episode, he's like a dilf. He's like a dilf right now. He's still got it. He's still got it. Like,
he's a dilf now.
He's still got it. He's still hot. Jennifer Aniston made a joke about it, you fit this through this door. I'm like, oh.
We all used to fit through the door.
Yeah, I was like, oh, come on, Jennifer, don't do that. Come on. That's so fucked up. I was like, she did that joke. Okay, cool. But no, I was great. It was good to see him again. And obviously Courtney Cox, like, you know, she was in tears. She was like, oh my God.
Yes. She was so emotional. So was Matthew when he entered.
Matthew when he got, and when they like Courtney and him hugged, I was like, oh my God, it's so beautiful. I know, you can see it in his face.
Oh, like I love that stuff. And you know what I love about, speaking of Matthew Perry, like that scene or that part, like, that him and Matt LeBlanc just went through the couches and they just sat together on their apartment by themselves for a little bit.
And Lisa and Jennifer
and they
were
did
like,
sat at that exact thing.
Yeah.
In the Lazy Boys. In the Lazy Boys.
Because Lisa at one point she's like, "Where's the boys?" And they're like, "Oh, they're just over there having their moment." I was like,
they're just sitting over there.
Like they still got it.
About old times and old episodes.
Yeah.
And remember that episode when we didn't got up in the chairs all day.
Oh, I love that. I love when Matthew Perry told Matt LeBlanc, like, "Oh, it's good to see you again, Maddie." I was like, "Oh my God!" Like, it's been a while. It's like, wow.
This whole thing was
the thing that I most love about the whole reunion thing is that they have different like spots. They have the one where they're talking about a scene in particular, the one where the reunion in particular, where there's people and there's a host, James Corden, and or when that first part when they're all, you know, together and just talking about old times. I love that diversity that they came up with.
I like that.
So
that they didn't stay like in the same place. Oh, like, oh, we're gonna interview you and you're gonna stay here and you're not gonna move. I like that.
Because I didn't like that. I didn't like the whole going through different places. I liked it when they were in the set just talking with each other. That. I like that more.
I like when they were like on the set by themselves having that moment, but I didn't quite like the whole interview.
Was James Corden
aspect of it? I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't like the James Corden stuff.
I didn't like the James Corden.
Well, he was funny. James Corden.
He was funny.
He was really funny.
I was surprised. Actually,
I love it when he asked, like, "Were you guys on a break?" And Rachel was the first one. Jennifer, yes, we were on a break.
Even David said it. It's like, yeah, we were definitely on a break. Like, of course you were on a break. You know that. Like, Ross didn't know, but David does know. Like, we were on a break.
Love it.
Yeah. But he surprised me,
especially when he says that. Yes, he did.
Like,
and especially
I thought that I wouldn't like James Corden doing that, whole interview.
The whole thing. Yeah.
But it flowed really well.
It's just I don't know.
I really liked when he started talking about very specific details, like the series in general has 236 episodes. It aired in 220 territories, 25 million views a week.
Yeah.
Number one serious comedy for 6 straight years. The finale was watched by 52 million viewers, and it's been watched for like 100 billion times.
Billions of times.
Yeah. It's been a lot of those stats. I like when he said those stats because I didn't know those specific statistics. So it was
those details. Wow. Yeah,
they didn't know either because they were surprised.
No, I know.
Like, shit. Like, I knew the show was huge, but I didn't know it was like those exact numbers. I was like, wow, that's huge. Billions. Like,
that's why I told you that in the other episode that we did, I said that they were international, but actually they were global.
Yeah.
And they were a global series.
Yeah, but even when they went to London, people freaked out.
And that was like 18 languages. 18
Oh yeah, that was cool to
languages? Are
see.
you kidding me?
That was cool to see, like Japanese, Spanish. It was like different languages.
French.
Like what?
Mexico, yeah.
Yeah, I
right?
was like, what the hell? It's so
Indian.
cool.
Like even when they were like in London, they felt like, oh, like even rock stars, because like of all the masses, like they actually moved. There were a lot of people.
Yes. And I loved it when
Oh.
very random people were talking about how the show impacted them. And that was really nice to see.
I like that.
And to
I like
watch.
that.
And one that was from Mexico was like, okay, I can't, because she almost started crying.
Yeah.
And she was like, and I found
that was
my
so
lobster,
sweet.
you know. And I found my partner. I
Even
found
the
my
story,
Chandler, my Monica.
the guy from India talking about his dad, I was like, oh my god, that's so sad.
Like if you notice, like everyone was struggling. Like they have like a lowest point moment and everyone was like struggling, and they relied on that show to, you know, have their support and have them like as friends. And like one of them said, like, they saved my life. Like they saved my life. And I was like,
they saved my life. Yeah.
Because he was having suicidal thoughts. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Friends saved lives, and they don't even know.
More than I was thinking, you know, that I hoped.
Yeah, right. Like I didn't know the show. It made
was
such
really amazing to see that.
Oh my God.
Especially there was one.
But I told you.
Especially there was one story that is interesting because it relates to what we said last episode about his friends homophobic, and some interesting facts came out. Like one account was from a gay man who's like, yeah, this show made me feel identified with the show. And I was like, oh shit. And even one of the creators is gay because he's married. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I think it was David Crane.
He's gay.
Exactly.
Yeah, so when he said my husband, I was like,
one of them, I think that and I think that one of the random people that they interviewed was from Germany. And he was like, oh, I'm gay and I loved Rachel and I always loved her hair.
Her hair.
And he had long hair and everything. And I was like, okay, I think we need to redo the other episode. Right?
I mean, I was like, hey, I mean, it's still crazy because, you know, there's a lot of, maybe the show, when they do make fun of, I don't know, like homosexuality, maybe it's because these people are so insecure, like the characters are, and not the writers themselves, maybe. So maybe I looked at it differently now.
Yeah.
I mean, I see it like this way. It's like a satire of like how they live. I mean, like how cultured and people are. So they were like, quote unquote, like making fun of that without like being it like offensive or anything.
Okay, because I was surprised. I was like, David Crane, who is the co-creator,
I
is
was
gay.
surprised.
I was like, wow, like, I did not know that fact. That's interesting. And like, you know, obviously the German guy who told us his testimonial. I was like, wow, that's okay. There's a lot of, there's a big LGBTQ community with the show.
Let's talk about it because even though, yes, one of the co-producers is gay, it still has homophobic jokes.
I mean, there are. Oh shit! Damn, I'm losing my power here too. Oh shit!
Oh my god!
Oh my god! It's crazy. It's getting crazy.
You.
It's getting crazy. Okay, here we go. We're fine. We're fine. Okay, let's continue.
It was just like a movie.
Yeah.
All right, so I mean, yes, there are some homophobic jokes, but that's what I'm saying. Like maybe the characters that are a little bit homophobic, but it's not the production that is homophobic. Because that was my fear. Because I thought
it's just a joke
behind it.
You know?
Yeah,
it's just they just want to make fun. They want to make people laugh, and actually you see the producers because it's recorded in live audience. And if the audience wouldn't laugh, the producers would come in like, okay, so we need to change this.
Exactly.
Because if the audience doesn't laugh, then it's not funny. And that's something that I like about Friends, that it's recorded in a live audience studio. It's not something that it's put on, you know, like other comedy shows.
It's really amazing that
it's real laughter.
That if they were talking about, like, if the joke didn't land or the people didn't react, they would change it on the spot, and they would change, you know, the script, like, on the spot. No, now you're gonna say this. So we changed it, like, at the spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, especially if that scene that they redid with the in Vegas, you know, Chandler. Oh no, it was Joey's line.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh shit! So that's how that line came about.
Joey and Chandler's line.
Yeah, Joey Chandler's line. I was like, oh, that's so cool. Like, I like seeing the behind the scenes.
You know how much of an impact they, like, the live audience have in that show, that because of them, Monica and Chandler came to be. Their relationship.
Yes.
That was
because
cool
they saw how the audience
thank you for that.
Thank you for that. And the producers were like, okay, so we're gonna keep going with this to see how it goes. And it went wonderful.
Yeah, it was so cool to see their thought process behind it, like, because, you know, originally they were just gonna have sex for a little bit, they'll have fun with it, and it's over. But, like, it's the audience,
just a one-time thing.
Yeah, like, audience influence. It was like, wow, that's so cool. I like that detail. I love that behind the scenes footage of, you know, the reveal of them in bed. People freaked out. People were like, oh, like, people were laughing. People were like, oh my god.
And the best part, when James Gordon asked if one of them of the six of them ever off screen had a crush on each other, and actually Ross and Rachel were the real thing. They were actually real.
And behind the scenes, you can see, you know, the connection.
It's crazy.
Because,
like, am I the only one?
Stuff, and I was like,
am I the only one in the beginning when they were, like, in the coffee shop set talking again? Was there, like, an awkward moment between David and Jennifer? Because they were, like, kind of looking at each other a little bit, kind of like.
Yeah, you saw that too.
Yeah, so it's been a while.
There were a lot of moments. There were a lot of moments where it was like a little bit like weird.
There's a little tension.
But I think exactly tension. There was tension, but she clearly like defined Luna. That's my cat. She threw something to the floor.
As cats do.
She actually clarified that, you know, that's nothing that is going to be, you know, passed on. They're not going to pass that line.
No.
You know, they talked about it.
No, and
if they did,
Ross and Rachel talked about that
in the series. Yeah.
Courtney said that in some way they were glad that they didn't, like, have, like, a real relationship out of you know, the Friends series. That if they break up, something would have happened to the show, and it would affect, like, directly the show.
Yeah, like, it would have been awkward.
So it was good that they were, like, stayed.
But I got so upset. I felt so tragic. It's like, it's a thing they wanted for 10 years and it never worked. They never could get together. I was like, oh my god, it's so sad. Like, oh my god, like, they never could do it.
Did you see the behind the scenes, how they acted with each other, like, off, like, cameras and all that?
And they're cuddling and
shit. So sweet. And I was like,
that was so sad.
And David was like, I think that none of you actually, like, noticed it, and everyone was like, we noticed.
Yeah,
like, everyone knew.
I love it. I love that. It's like, wow,
that's so cute.
Crazy. That's so crazy. I love that. I love that stuff. I love that fact. Like, oh, they actually kind of wanted to be together. Like, are they both I heard that David's not single, right? David's married, right? It's Jennifer who's single. I think that's what I heard.
Yeah, Jennifer's always single.
Always.
Because I was like, come on, David.
If David
step up.
Yeah.
I was like, David, now's your chance.
Now's your chance. That every time that he said that every time like they, let's say
they tried
to, like, you know, be with each other, one of them was in a relationship.
Yeah, I know. It's like, God, it's so sad. It's so sad. Like, it could have happened.
I know.
It is.
They were really cute.
They're gonna get old, and then they're gonna like end up together.
End up with each other.
Yeah, I know. Oh, also, you know, this one moment that I liked about the reunion, although I didn't love every time they did this, but the one moment I did like is David and Jennifer rereading the script for the scene they got together, their first kiss.
For this, the first
seeing
kiss, yes.
Read it again to each other. I was like, oh my God.
My heart.
The tension
they
there.
Created that. And Monica saying, "Oh, I watched that episode and I was crying because of the emotions and sentiments." And I was like, I never cried when I saw that part. I was just like, hell yeah, they kissed. Finally.
Super hyped.
They finally did.
You know,
oh my God.
The thing that like loosened up a bit the tension was when she couldn't open the door. Yeah, I was
I hate that part.
Then everyone laughs, and I was like, "Ah, no."
Yeah, I don't like that part.
Like they put some funny on it, and I'm like, "Why are you killing the moon, man?"
Yeah, just kill the moon. I don't like when they do that. So it's like they have to still do it, but I don't know. I like when they reread the script again. I was like, I just see them together again. It's like,
that's
wow.
another thing.
That's nice.
I love when they recreated the scene, especially the game. The trivia game.
Yes, the trivia game.
The trivia game was cool. Although,
the first.
Just there's some disappointing stuff in it.
Exactly the same.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, there's just some disappointing.
Yes.
I mean, they didn't like remember some stuff, but I mean,
brought it up.
No.
Yeah,
like,
that's why I brought it up, because the first question was about that 18 pages front and back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, which they still have.
It was who was this voice, and they didn't know his name, and I was like, it's Mr. Heckles.
Yeah,
it's Mr. Heckles.
I lost it.
Meckles? Is it Meckles? And I was like,
Heckles. I was like, Heckles. It's Heckles. Oh my God. And oh my God. Disappointed that they didn't remember.
All
dude,
up. I love that. When he came in all dressed
when
up,
he comes in the scene.
That was cool.
When he came in, I was shocked because, you know, he was,
I really
old back then. I know he was pretty old back then, but that man is strong.
Dead but alive. Like, I'm dead but I'm alive.
Right.
Like,
I came back from the reunion.
I couldn't believe they didn't even remember, like, what's his name? I totally forgot. Richard.
Richard. Oh, yeah. Tom Selleck.
Tom Selleck.
Richard. They were like,
oh, I know you were like that.
Hell yeah.
So old.
I mean, he still
looks good for like 60 or 70.
He looks good. He looks good.
70,
I mean, a little on the thicker side, but
he was like Jabberwocking, like.
Oh, come on.
He got a broken ankle or something.
I mean, live, girl, live.
He was like,
he's gonna be young forever.
He was like, cojeando.
Girl, life. Life happens. Life happens.
The Mr. Heckles part is awkward because like I kind of heard from him that it's like they never interacted with him offset much. So I guess they just didn't really remember him. They were like, Mr. Who? I don't know. It's like I don't think they remember that guy. So I was like,
that is so sad.
It's awkward.
For me, the one with the identical hand twin, which one was it? Was very awkward.
He was No, but it was very
awkward.
obvious. It was very obvious who was, because the dude was like
He was like, yeah. He was like
super extra
but the
with
hugging
his hands.
and like, yeah, but with the hugging and stuff, it was like, that was kind of cringy. I was like,
yeah, it's so cringy because they were like, oh, yeah, it's good to see you again, man.
Okay,
like,
yeah. Okay, yeah, exacto. Good to see you, man. Like
bye. Okay,
bye.
It's like, wow. Like, that was no. The most cringy one, the most cringy appearance was from what's his name? The coffee shop guy. I forgot his name now.
Gunther?
Gunther, yes. His appearance, everybody's like, oh, it's Gunther again.
Dude, like,
you know
when I saw that and I thought of you.
Yeah.
When I saw him, I thought of you. Like, there he is.
I was like, wow, it's Gunther. Like, I haven't seen him
so
in
different.
James
so
Michael.
Different. He doesn't even look like him.
When I saw James Michael, I actually didn't recognize him because he got all his beard and a hat. And it was like his voice wasn't the same. And I was like, no, I want to see if you're bald. And I want to see you without any hair or beard hair. Like,
is he bald?
I don't know if that's actually you. Is it you?
We don't know. He has a cap.
I don't know.
Well, he had a cap.
It doesn't look like
the Central Perk cap.
The other one does.
Let me tell you, the most mind-blowing that I didn't even recognize them like for a second, and I was shocked and I instantly burst into tears. Ooh. Like, it was so serious.
Ooh.
The parents. The Gellers.
Oh, the parents, yeah.
The Gellers.
Yeah,
I started crying. Oh my God. I got so
it actually gave me,
I'm even tearing up.
It gave me the chills because they were talking about like they always treated them like they were their children and they were their father and mother. Yeah, their parents. And that was so beautiful to hear and to watch them being there. It was like, oh my God, you're still alive.
Like, wow. Yeah, they're still here.
Right?
Wow. That was cool.
When James was like, oh, we have a couple here who wants to ask you a question. And like, we have a question. I was like, wait, hold up. I think I remember.
I saw them from like the crowd, like, oh, it's them. They're there. But I was like, it's them again. And they're together. And Mr. Geller is like, wow, it's together.
Are they together or just like it's like
they're just like they're just good friends, I guess. They're just good friends, but it's like
when he gave him a kiss.
When he gave her a kiss, like, it was so sweet. It was so sweet. I like seeing them. I like
crying.
I like seeing Maggie Wheeler again as Janice. She was there for like a little bit. I was like, oh, that's cool. She's here. Like, oh my God.
Did you notice Matthew's face when like he saw her?
Yeah, he was like, oh, it's my ex-girlfriend again.
Yes, face. The last part when she's walking out, they actually go and cut to him, and he's like,
right?
It's
you're my Janice
crazy.
Forever.
And like, I also
my Janice forever.
And I like the fact that why her laugh happened anyway was because of him. Because he made her laugh the whole time. So it's like, well, I gotta make this ridiculous laugh so I can just not ruin the scene. And it's like, that is cool. So Matthew Perry, man, he's always make things work in the show. He's like a big creative person.
Janice happen. Yeah,
it's crazy.
He made Janice happen just by the laugh.
It's just the laugh. You know, like the biggest behind the scene thing that I love and also made me so uncomfortable because I didn't expect it to happen in the show. I was like, oh my God, it made me squirm. Was Joey dislocating his arm? I was like, oh, yes. I was like,
oh, right. That's like in the next episode.
You can see it was so low.
Yeah, it made me so uncomfortable. It was so loose.
And
like,
actually, you know what? That episode, it's David Beckham's favorite episode.
I like that episode. I like that episode a lot. I really, because it's constrained to this one location.
The one when no one's ready.
Yeah, I love that episode. So good.
They were saying
because they didn't have the amount of money to
Mm-hmm.
do it in like in different places. So they needed everyone in one place.
But the thing is that the show, like the episode, they thought it was gonna be this is easy, it's a piece of cake. It was the longest to shoot because of that accident.
Because that accident, and then is like so uncomfortable.
They used you know, the Joey's cast thing.
So that was cool because I didn't know that. I was like, oh, so that's why he wears the cast. It's just I thought it was like a random story.
Real. Like that was real.
Yeah, that's why in the other episode he's like jumping and he falls down.
Yeah, he falls.
Breaks his arm. That's why that episode happened, and that's why it took so long.
That was cool. It's just like seeing the accident.
Actually, here in the reunion when he actually like puts it back and he said, ow! And
yeah.
Like, oh my god. Like,
that made me so comfortable.
I wouldn't do that.
No.
Everyone was like, oh no.
Even David. Even David was like, let's just cut because
yes, I saw that. No, he is not going anywhere.
Matt's not going anywhere. Yeah, just call the medics. We're not gonna shoot anymore today. We're done.
No.
I love that. I love that. That's like the best behind the scenes thing I love because it was real. It's uncomfortable. It's like, oh my god. I saw when we actually saw the arm pop. I was like, oh my god. I didn't expect that to be shown here.
It looks so loose.
But
I
it was
always
cool.
Looked away. Like I just can't see that. I was like,
no, yeah, I was like, oh, I don't want to see
very
that.
squirmy. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I don't like seeing that kind of stuff. I
don't
like,
oh my god. Oh my god.
I don't like seeing anything being dismembered.
Put it back. Like,
oh god,
oh my god,
that's so
oh my god, it hurts. It
really hurts. I'm feeling it in my arm right now. It's so uncomfortable. But I love that part. I also it's like the thing that I guess I will say that I was kind of a little bit disappointed is I want to see more from the other cast members. You know, because they only showed up for like a second, and they're like, "Oh, we're out."
Few seconds.
Yeah, I want to see like Tom said, like Richard speaking to the crew for a little bit. I want to see everybody speak to everybody. You know, we didn't see that.
Yeah,
so I was like,
but
it sucked.
They were like going like in 5 seconds, and then they went out super
like,
fast.
Bye. Like I want to see Julie.
Like when that's what. Hey, you know that Julie is pussy. We already talked about this.
No, I want to see her. I want to see Ben. Ben wasn't there. I want to see him reunite with David Schwimmer again.
I know.
The twins were real.
That's why. That's why I think like, you know, Reese Witherspoon, David Beckham, BTS had nothing to do there.
Yeah, like BTS, like oh wow.
She was like Jennifer's sister.
And this guy, what's his name?
Kit Harington. Yeah.
I mean, excuse me. I know he doesn't like need to be there or whatsoever.
But need to be there.
Mama. So gorgeous. I'm sorry. Into the eye. I am sorry.
He's gorgeous. And I know he's fine, but he doesn't need to be in this shit.
He didn't need to be there.
I know.
He's not a friend. He's not a friend.
Reese Witherspoon made sense because she is Rachel's sister, so her part
that's the thing.
Exactly.
I would have done like that, like different. I would have chosen like, you know, Reese Witherspoon, Julia Roberts, Bruce Willis.
Well,
like, I didn't need David Beckham.
All of those stars. No. Yeah. Exactly. Not even BTS. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't need BTS. Like, oh wow.
But that's the thing I thought. Like, instead of this famous recent, you know, people, I thought like they were like gonna bring back, you know, the stars of back then. They were actually part of the show.
Yeah.
And just, I don't know. Talk about
I mean, they talked about the guest stars, but we didn't see them in person. They talked about Danny DeVito.
That pissed me off.
Yeah, we thought Danny DeVito was cool.
You know, talking about the
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt was there. That was cool. Oh, okay.
The thing about the, you know, our, you know, the people who we wanted to see, but we actually saw didn't have like that big of a participation in the whole reunion. Because then why are they there then in the first place?
No,
sorry guys,
but
why are you there in the first place if you're not even? No, Cara Delevingne.
Oh! I hated that part.
So
I hated that
fashion show.
fashion show.
Okay.
Fuck that shit.
Didn't need it.
Let me take my notes.
So dumb.
Let me take my notes.
Like that was the part I didn't like.
Like Justin Bieber.
Let me take my notes. Okay.
It was so
when
crazy.
James Gordon starts like, let's see. I loved actually the first one that Cara Delevingne did because it was the bridesmaids, the
Rachel's
the dress from the wedding.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. From the bridesmaid of Barry and Mindy's wedding.
Barry.
And I was that was funny because, in that episode, she actually had, her panties showing.
Oh, yeah.
Because she went to the bathroom.
That was cool. That was cool.
That part I loved. But seeing her as the holiday armadillo was like...
What the fuck, man? Like, this is so stupid.
I thought, I thought when he was, talking about that, fashion, whatever, the most iconic, I thought instead of, making, a fashion show, I thought they were going to show, clips of, this is our favorite, from the show.
Thought the same. I thought the
That's
same.
what I thought.
Come on, let's think about it. If you think about it, that's Cindy Crawford and Cara Delevingne are supermodels. So they're gonna do something on the runway. They're not gonna talk.
I know, but
they're not actresses.
I know that, but I'm still pisses me off. And then, it's a big why.
It's just I didn't need that. And Justin Bieber as the sponge.
No, I didn't need it. I'm sorry, but I didn't need it.
No.
You know what?
The people from the show,
like Sputnik.
Yeah.
Dressed as Sputnik.
Cringy.
Because I love the costume. I love the costume because I love that episode. But
yeah, if I can see it again.
I'm here and I'm Sputnik and I'm dressed as him.
I'm Justin Bieber.
But still, that's 5 seconds. Yeah, that's it. The only one I did like, the only one I didn't like was, Joey's.
I did like Joey's. That's the best part of the whole thing. Joey's was the best part.
Can I be wearing any more clothes? That was, yes. I would have,
crying.
I would have done, all the iconic, in the screen, this is where, and then him at the end,
that would have been good.
For me, it actually ended very well because it was the most iconic thing that he could ever do.
Yes.
And then you listen to Lisa Kudrow how is he doing this?
Yeah.
When he
doing the lunges again?
Yeah, that was so cute.
No one expected.
I know.
No one.
He made you forget the first 3 people.
Not important. I didn't need that. It would have been cool if Matthew Perry also dressed as the bunny, as the pink bunny from Hollywood. That would have been funny if he dressed as the bunny again.
That would have been funny. Yeah.
That didn't happen. But Matt LeBlanc saved it.
Other people.
He saved
it.
But
he made me forget.
Didn't you notice? Didn't you notice that Matthew's front teeth were so very white?
Hey,
and
man.
In here was blackish. In the upper lip was a blackish thing. I don't know.
It's
but his teeth were very white, and I think they were fake to be that white.
Again, he went through some stuff.
I mean, there are whiteners out there.
Yeah, there's whiteners out there.
I know, but he used cocaine, and he actually went to rehab.
Yeah, no, he went through some stuff.
Maybe that damaged his teeth.
Yeah, he was good.
That damaged his teeth throughout the years.
And he was good, I think.
Accident and something that my dad looked up yesterday, and that I didn't know, is that he had pancreatitis, and that's why in season 7 you see him very thin.
Yeah.
It's not because he was out of his rehab. It was because he was in surgery.
Yeah,
he
medical
had surgery because he had pancreatitis.
That
Pancreas.
sucks.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But speaking of Matthew Perry, I thought he was pretty good. He's still funny. He's still very funny. I liked how he still has the energy there.
He is.
I would have loved if they gave him more screen time. He didn't speak a lot. Everybody else did a lot of stuff, but he didn't do much.
Like I felt like he filled that awkward silence since they were like he filled those gaps. But I would have liked to hear him more.
Yeah, I would like to see him do some more stuff, or speak more, ask him some questions.
Mm-hmm.
But he did some. He did some things.
He actually, but there was a time where he spoke, but he was like almost crying.
Yeah.
And Lisa Kudrow hands him a
COVID
like
free,
like a little Kleenex, and he says, "Is it COVID tested?"
Yeah. That was cool. He's like, he still got it. He's still Chandler, and I really enjoyed seeing
it.
But
even off screen, he's still Chandler.
Because I wanted to see more of him. I wanted to listen to him more, talking more. The more that talk were Jennifer, Monica, Joey,
Courtney,
and Ross, and Lisa.
Yeah, and Lisa here and there.
What about Matthew?
Yeah, Matthew. I don't know. Maybe he wasn't feeling it much. I don't know. We don't know exactly.
Maybe
what
he felt uncomfortable. Maybe he really didn't want to be there.
Very emotional.
And he did it just for one last time.
Yeah, who knows? I don't know. Okay, the part that I did not like, and I know you'll hate me for this, is the Lady Gaga shit. I don't need it. It's so stupid. I don't need it. It's so
I didn't either.
So shit.
I agree. I'm sorry. I agree.
Get this shit. Get this shit out of here. I don't need this shit in here.
It was cringy because I don't know if Lisa was not
she didn't care.
Feeling her either.
I'll take you to the vet. You're probably not their favorite pet. You may not be a better rose.
Oh, the choir.
She was all neutral, the almost didn't know the song.
It made me laugh.
And then there's Lady Gaga dressed up like I don't know what the fuck she was wearing.
I mean, she was vibing with the Phoebe's vibes.
And I was like, okay, then just shut the fuck up.
I didn't need Lady Gaga there. I didn't need this whole scene of her singing the Smelly Cat again. I don't need that. Let's just move on. That was took way too long.
If I was Lady Gaga, I would have done the same. And then the chorus, just out of nowhere.
Yeah, right.
Smelly Cat.
That was really funny.
And I was like,
what?
What is this?
I think it's a callback from the episode when she got very famous from the song, I guess. But again, it's I don't need this whole thing. So let's just move on. I don't need this.
Shebang.
It's very annoying, but
they could have used that for other more important.
Know what? I would have liked to see Lisa with Paul Rudd. Mike again, but no, he wasn't even mentioned. Well, he was mentioned once, but no interviews with him. Nothing.
Yeah,
it's like
when James Gordon asked them where were they today, if they did an episode or something, where were they today, where were that
yeah, that's
she
the only
be in
time.
Connecticut.
Yeah, with Mike having kids. And I was like, come on,
the other thing,
Connecticut, being a mom, supporting the arts.
About that part, I felt a little off because they were asking, they asked Jennifer, they asked Courtney. And then Courtney, instead of asking Matthew how he would see it, they just whatever
Just like
she's
she
doing,
talked
like
over
that,
him.
like that.
Yeah, she talked over him, and he was
just like in the
oh,
show.
Thank you for like
Just,
yeah,
but
to
I
be
want
part
to,
of
like,
it. Thank you.
Yeah, he was like, oh, I'm glad to be thought.
Like to it, you know.
But like I didn't like that, like
That's
they
so
like
sad.
skipped him over, like that James Corden skipped him over instead of asking him, okay,
Yeah,
how
right?
will you see, like how will you see yourself?
Yeah,
Exactly.
James
Instead
Corden,
of
man.
like putting them two together.
Because I'll say this
You
about
know
James
what?
Corden, I think he's a piece of
That's
shit.
the thing. We don't know. Maybe he didn't.
Oh my God.
But that's the thing. Maybe we didn't know that he didn't want to, just answer the question. Maybe he didn't want to be part of it. And he was just being there because all
they didn't even give him a chance.
No. James Corden was like, I don't give a shit about this dude.
They didn't give him a chance.
There's some times where
And
James
Ross
Corden
either. Like,
put his
David
bitchy
either.
side. James Corden was like a little bit come mierda in this episode. He was like, oh, it's Janice. All right, let's move on. I was like, well, fuck you, man. It's like, let's get some time.
They caught them off.
No, but it was Janice herself that went off. She was like, Maggie was like, oh, thank you. Okay, now I have to leave because the show must go on.
But James was like, but James was like, okay, cool. Let's move on. Like,
the only thing that I actually loved was that they were actually recording it in the actual fountain.
Oh, the fountain, yeah, that was cool. I like seeing the fountain and the wherever that building is. I don't know what that building is. It's like a library
in the background.
I don't know what that is. Yeah,
I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
but in the background, cool. Having that fountain there, I was like, oh my God, I have a cup with that fountain. Oh.
I thought that like they were, in my head, I thought they were like gonna recreate the whole scene of them, but
me too. I would like to see that. I would like to see them do that.
I actually love when they recreated the scene of the jellyfish.
Oh yes.
That was cool to see them do that the scene again. That's pretty funny.
And the one from the new apartment. My eyes. I like that too.
But Matt LeBlanc was still funny with that jellyfish stuff.
The one where everyone finds out, oh my eyes, and then you see Lisa doing everything exactly the same. And Jennifer like, oh yeah, I know, yeah, I know, yeah. And Joey knows, but Ross doesn't know, so you have to stop screaming. And I was like, you're not doing it like the same. Like, what's up, girl? What's wrong?
It's been a long time.
Most of them were raped.
Like, Ross at the end of it, just like, come on.
Oh, yeah,
like the little stuff, like.
That
was so hard in that part. That was so funny.
Like,
because you don't see the part of the episode. You see him
doing it like
just like screeching and screaming.
That was funny. I like seeing that part.
I love that.
But even Matt LeBlanc was still funny. He still did his scene pretty good again. He was like, wow, he still got it. He's still Joey in a lot of ways. Like,
he does.
I like seeing
and I actually loved when he said that the only thing that he hated was Marcel, the monkey.
Oh yeah, that was sad. He was like, you don't like the monkey.
Because they give him grubs, and then they were like grubby hands.
Yeah.
Then Jennifer said like, oh, but I didn't mind the monkey. You weren't with the monkey like the whole time, like the whole scene,
the whole time.
Look, I understand what he said.
Was so serious about that.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, the monkey. Like, I don't like the monkey. He's like, oh man, that breaks the illusion now. He doesn't like the monkey.
I like when James says like, oh, good one to keeping things positive.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like but it was a good question though. I like that question.
It was a good question.
Oh, thanks for the great question.
Yeah.
Thanks for the great question. I was like, you hypocrite.
Yeah, right. It's like fuck Jace Corden, man. Jace Corden is a bitch. But I'll tell you that. But I also
You're the fuck off, bitch.
like I didn't
Fuck
like
off.
how I didn't like how they didn't ask anyone else like, hey, you want to ask the cast some questions? It was just that one woman,
Mm-hmm.
and then the cast, the parents, and that was it. I was like, bro, really? What about
Yeah.
everybody else?
I thought
And then it was Gunther.
Yeah, I got to know it. I was like, come on.
I thought it was gonna be something like more interactive, you know, with the audience that were
That
there.
would have
It
been
would have
cool.
been better.
We would have gotten like more like better information, like I don't know, better questions.
Or just see the fans celebrate, but no, like whatever. Let's just
No.
focus on James
more
Corden.
interactive with them. Yeah,
Oh, see
I
that.
didn't like
you know,
that.
but you know, it was something that it was very script. So
Oh yeah.
That
Oh
is-
yeah.
or maybe they edited and put the most important things.
Yeah, I think there's some extras, but I didn't see them. I think there's some extras after the show. I didn't see them, but apparently I think there's some extra stuff with BTS. I didn't see that. So there's some other stuff I didn't see.
Yeah.
But it's like I would have loved to see the audience do some more questions. Like that would have been kind of cool, yeah. But
non-famous people ask questions.
oh no, yeah. Let's see
You know,
Kid
I
Harington's
would've loved
story
that.
for 2 minutes. I'm like, I don't want to see that fucking story, man. Like skip it.
No.
I don't want to see that. Let's see David
I love him,
Beckham how
though.
he feels so sad and he watches that episode over and over again. Like, oh my god.
Yeah,
Like, let's
that
just
is true.
move on.
You know, I really like when the producers were like talking about how the show came to be. Like it's basically their life as in their 20s in New York in an apartment is basically their story.
No.
And I also liked how was the casting process? Like,
Yeah, that
could
was
you
a cool
imagine
story.
like that these people were like played by like other characters, different people,
Yeah.
and
That
like
would've been
how
weird.
did they came to be? Like I like Joey's story because like he wasn't like he did some stuff here and there, but he wasn't like
Mhm.
in it like fully in it. And then like he's a total pro.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I like that
I
they
love
gave
it
him a chance.
because they created Ross.
For
and
him.
Ross wasn't
For him.
doing any serious.
He was in
but
theater.
they did it with his voice,
in mind.
and he was like, "But I'm doing theater, you know." And he was shocked, but then he auditioned, and it was perfect. Then it was Lisa. Then it was Matt.
Oh,
And
Matthew
Matt
Perry's show.
did
What the
a couple
fuck?
of things, but it wasn't a lot. It wasn't a lot, but he did a couple of things. And he says something really, really funny about it because his audition, he had his nose all cracked up and all broken.
Oh yeah, that's a funny story.
Because the night before, he was
He
sober.
only got the part because of that story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he got the part because he told the truth.
Yeah, that was
and then
cool.
it was Courtney. Yeah. And then it was Courtney that Courtney was she was doing movies and stuff and series, but actually Courtney auditioned to be Rachel, but they wanted her for Monica. And
she wanted to be Monica.
It was like the other way around.
Yeah, Courtney.
She was casted for Rachel, and she asked herself identify as a Monica.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how she got the part.
And it worked.
Well, they actually, the producers saw her more as a Monica than as Rachel. And Rachel, they wanted, the producers wanted Jennifer as Rachel, but Rachel wanted to be Monica. And you can actually look it up, but they don't put that on the show on the reunion. But it's something that it's been talked about for a long time. And
because the reunion, they say it differently.
When they said it on the reunion, I was like, yeah.
Interesting.
But they were talking about how they were cast.
Mm-hmm.
The first one, the second one, the third one, the fourth one, the fifth one, and the sixth one. And the Chandler was in another series,
That
doing
show
another
was weird.
series. He already did a pilot.
He literally
Right?
okay. He literally was Chandler in the
Yes.
show. Like when
He
they
was Chandler in
showed,
space.
like a preview, he was Chandler.
He was
like,
Chandler
I
in
think
space. Like,
himself, like how he
Chandler in space
never changed. Never changed. Like
But
his way of acting never changed.
no, that clip that
Because
they
he
put,
literally was Chandler.
I was like, what the hell is this show, man? This show looks terrible. Oh, like this, the flight attendants, there were luggage people in space. Like, what the fuck? Like,
aliens?
Were they aliens? The hell? Whatever. It worked out for him, that's for sure. It worked out way better. But I like Jennifer's story.
Even was a perfect Chandler. It was the perfect character. Matthew did a great job as Chandler.
Hell yeah.
It's
and
like
I like Jennifer's story. It was good.
Jennifer's story.
That she was doing another series, but it already had like 6 or 3 episodes.
Yeah,
and
like 6 episodes.
She was like, "Can you please, like, it's not you, it's me, but I don't want to be here. I want to be a friend."
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like
that
she was like at the same time in that other series, but they, you know, like as you guys said, they were like 6 episodes in, but then like and Friends, like they already started with 3 episoally, and they were like worried, like who's gonna win? Who's gonna get more famous?
Yeah, they were talking about it. CBS actually said that they wanted that. They had to redo
the whole
3 episodes again.
That would have been terrible.
But I bet you can't.
So CBS had to approve of that.
That's crazy.
I bet you cannot imagine any other people playing them. Like,
it's
no way.
It's very complicated to imagine anyone. Nah.
It would have been so different.
It would have been so different, but it all lined up perfectly. So it's like it all worked. It all worked out somehow. So it's like I liked how everything worked. I love seeing the stuff with the producers and the creators. They're talking about their stories of how it all worked out. I like those parts, those interviews that they had. I also love the ending of the reunion. It was pretty cool.
And something that I found really cool was that Chandler was created from one of the friends of the producers.
Yeah.
So they actually took from their own part and their own perspective and their own, journeys and stuff to do Friends. We're friends, and there's a part in our lives in our 20s that are friends that they are our family. Mm-hmm. So let's do something that other people can actually relate to, and it took off.
It worked. It is relatable, like we're all the 3 of us are in that experience right now. We're living through those moments, so it's like super relatable to us. We're going through almost a similar situation.
It is. Because we're in our 20s, we're in our 25, 26, 27, we're trying to be independent and trying to have our own jobs and our own degrees.
Yeah, friends are our family.
Being ourselves and be our own.
It's a good thing that at the end everything is gonna be okay. Like, with that show and how they deal with stuff, everything is gonna be okay, and nothing life throws your way you cannot handle. Like, you can do it. Like,
what's the point of the producers ending the season? The franchise, the Friends, everything, with everyone being good, having a relationship, everyone being okay.
Like, they didn't even plan for Ross and Rachel to be together.
And seeing them just like crying, like the last 10 minutes of the show, I had a jacket, a hoodie on that said Friends on it. So I took the cap and I put it on, and I was like,
it's all beautiful.
The ending was, I
didn't want my dad to see me.
I liked when, Lisa was talking, like, when they asked, like, would you come again, to make another episodes or whatever.
I
liked her response because she was like clearly like, oh, it ended so like organically and everyone in a good place that she didn't want to mess with that, like with everyone's stability.
Yeah.
Would you guys like to see a movie or a special episode? No? I love to see like a movie.
I kinda would like to see like a last episode just to see if they're actually okay.
Yeah.
And Ross had more babies and got married. And
that is Joey an actor.
And Monica, you know, they're still together. And you know, Joey is at Venice or something else in Venice Beach
or
selling sandwiches. Yes. I kind of with her children.
I kind of would like to see like that, like what happened to them. They keep on like living their lives, very happy, like their lives fulfilled. Because I think that's a part like they're kind of missing, because like they touch every you know important aspect of lives, you know, our 20s, jobs, relationships, family, and I think it's kind of missing like the retirement aspect of it. Like you have your life fulfilled now, everything is settling down, and you're just chilling, basically.
Yeah. Or like, and are you still friends at that age? Like, are you guys still tight, or is it, you know, people just drift
and
away?
They are very tight, and they are friends. They still are friends. And Lisa,
I bet they're all neighbors.
She actually said it. You know, if one of them calls, they're gonna pick up.
Yeah.
Because it's like David said, that we have friends and we have families, but the only ones that can actually get each other and one another and understand each other,
it was them.
It's only the six of us.
Imagine that,
and that was very touching. When he said that was very touching for me.
It's like kind of sad because like only they can understand what they all went through because they were in the same process together. Like not even their family can understand what they're going through with the fame and all. Not even stuff.
Their close friends either.
Oh,
yes.
It's like
when Joey says that everyone had a helicopter in
that part
on top of their houses. Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, that's intense.
Yeah, that's
really intense. No privacy, no nothing. Everybody knows where you live.
Yeah.
And the only thing that he's thinking is like, oh my God, I gotta clean it.
Yeah, I gotta clean my room. I gotta clean my room. I was like, that was pretty funny. I like that. But it's crazy the fame that they go through and being these big characters. Like, it's not an easy life for sure. I think it's not. I wouldn't want to live like that. Like,
it's not. It's not easy being a celebrity.
At least they were famous in an age that they could have managed. I mean, even if they're like younger, it would have been like a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, like Disney Channel stars.
At least they were like adults. Yeah.
That would have been very.
It's really hard.
But I don't know. I like their stories. And what do you guys think of the ending of the reunion? Did you guys cry? Like, oh my God!
Duh.
Or could have been better.
I already told you.
I mean, there was a part that really got me. That when Courtney was talking, like, this is the end. Like, they're not gonna ask us more like questions about the show. They're not gonna like, you know, keep peeking on the like about the show or whatever. It's not like we're gonna make a reunion for another 50 years. And I was like,
7 years. Yeah, we're gonna be here again. This is the last one.
I was crying so hard.
Weeping.
I
couldn't.
Even when I got, like, you know, I was watching it. I get out of my room and I was sobbing. And my mother was so concerned about my well-being that she was like, are you okay? You know, I was like, Mom, you know the series I watch and I love very, very much, and they got together and were talking, and my tears, I couldn't even talk. Like that series, I was so affected by it, I couldn't even talk.
I watched it. I rewatched it today for a second time, and I had a taco. Se me hizo un taco.
Really?
Yes. Oh, I gotta stop watching it. I gotta stop watching it because I can't anymore. One time was enough. I can't do this no more.
That's why I only watch it
solamente le faltaba like media hora al episodio.
And also, thank you, Seba, for the link.
Giving me the plug.
If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have watched it. So thank you so much.
Gotta help a girl out.
It was a good cry. It was a good cry.
Just like Friends, I'll be there for you.
It was a great cry. Dude, I cried so much that I went to bed. Because I was depressed. And I started watching Shrek 2. So I can lift myself up.
What? What? You were watching Shark 2?
I started watching Shrek 2.
Oh, Shrek 2? That's a good movie to pick yourself up. That's a good movie.
Yeah, I literally did the same. I mean, I didn't watch Shrek. I was like, I started watching a funny series. I ended, I was almost finishing because I needed, a refresher.
I needed to be like,
my eyes were so puffy.
Puffy?
My eyes were so puffy. Yeah, I was like, okay. When I woke up, I didn't see it yesterday. I was doing some, I have a party, whatever, yesterday. And okay, I'm going to watch it. And I was like, what time I should watch it? Because, moment crying, pouring tears. Because if I left it for a little bit later, I was going to be here. Or my eyes have boogers, eyes like this.
Emotionally, mentally.
Hi, my name is Angie.
All of it.
Everything.
All of it.
It's good to be here, Sarah.
It's so beautiful.
I need a moment. I need a moment.
Like that. I was like,
no, you would have been like Ross. You would have been like, hi.
Hi. Yes.
You would have been sad.
Are you okay?
No, I was like Chandler. No. I was like Chandler singing Lionel Richie.
Oh, yeah.
Close to my arms.
Oh my God, yes.
And love.
The ending, man, I like the ending.
She's going.
She's going.
We lost her. Officially, we lost her.
Don't
Andrea
cry.
has left the building.
But I guess you guys like I like the ending. I like Courtney saying we should do dinner again. We shouldn't wait till a long time to get together again.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Keep more in contact.
I like when they
better keep your word.
Yes, I hope they do. I hope I follow them on Instagram. Yes. I follow all of them on Instagram, so I better see that shit. Better see that.
Hey, I'm watching you.
And they do dinners and stuff, and I never see Matthew.
I hope he's there. They have to be there for the next dinner.
Now that you're saying Matthew, when Lisa was she was saying no, because we called everybody, we kept in contact, and he said I never quote unquote I've never heard from you guys or something.
That's his humor. That's his Chandler side. That's his Chandler.
Don't be like that.
Side. That's his real side because he wouldn't say that.
That's a self-deprecating joke, like he always does.
Because if you actually look at the episode, if you look at the episode, he actually looks depressed all the time.
He looks so sad.
I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a joke.
I mean, Joe, listen, it's a defense mechanism. You know that. Joke on joke.
Defense mechanism.
I don't know. I just saw it as a joke.
The truth. But it's
Yo,
still
Matthew,
good too,
sending you a big hug, man. Sending you a big hug.
I don't know, Matthew, man. I don't know.
Yes.
I follow him on Instagram.
If you need
He's
me,
active.
call
He's
me,
doing good.
beat me if you want to reach me.
Reach, go find her, Matt. Go find her. But I like everything. The ending was good, and like to get my final thoughts on all of it. I really liked it. I thought it was very enjoyable to watch. I didn't like the whole we're gonna be on James' corner now. Now we're gonna be reading scripts. I didn't like. I wanted them to just hang out together.
Like all over the
talk.
place. They were all over the place.
Yeah, I just wanted them to talk just themselves and tell their stories and telling about how Joey wants to, how Matt LeBlanc wants to show her his kid like the shows, and he's watching them again with her because he doesn't remember season 4.
And you know what?
Like,
I actually wanted to know what was up with their lives. You know?
Yeah, like I want to see what was going on with them.
In their lives.
What their lives were like after the show like ended. Like
and what they're doing now, like how they're doing, like nothing.
What are they up to?
And I hate that the guest stars talking and Justin Bieber. I don't want to see that stuff. It's not what I'm here. I'm here for them.
But he didn't talk.
Exactly.
He just walked and danced.
Yeah, but it's just
it
took.
He did nothing.
But they stayed on him for like 3 minutes.
Looked like a dookie, like an ant, like shit.
Because they stayed on him for 3 minutes, and I'm like, oh, I'm Justin Bieber, I'm here. I'm like, I don't want to see this. Let's just get off the stage, focus on the friends.
Just go away.
You know,
just
they
go
could
away.
have used not famous people. I mean, you know.
I just want to see the cast members. I want to see the people. I want to see like Frank Jr.
You know what? It would have been the same. Because when I saw Justin Bieber, I started laughing. When I saw Cara Delevingne, I started laughing. When I saw
I was cringing.
this other one, who?
I was cringing the whole time.
Cindy Crawford. Cindy Crawford.
Cindy
when
Crawford.
I saw Cindy Crawford, it was like, what you doing here? At least Cara Delevingne did 2 things.
But I didn't need any of them in there. I didn't need all these celebrities. I want the people from the show in there talking about the show. That's all I needed. It's like they went everywhere. I hate it.
There was.
I didn't need them, to take the spotlight out of them to put it like another.
Like, I don't want to see
recent modern celebrity.
No, I didn't need it. But some stuff I did like, some stuff I did not like, some stuff could have been better. But overall, I did enjoy it. I did like seeing it. It was pretty lengthy. It was almost 2 hours, which I kind of liked it. It was like, oh, that's cool. I liked it. And there's a lot of information that I didn't know. A lot of behind the scenes. So, like, if I have to rate it, I would give it like.
But it was really good. It was
really good. Like, I would give it like a 7.5.
I would rewatch it. Like, I would give it a 7, a solid 7.
Solid. Okay. What about you, Angie?
I would give it like a 7.5. Because there were a lot of like there were things like that I would have changed, and the creative director in me, I would have liked to see it like a different way.
There's a lot of things that could have been so much better, and like, why did they go with this route, this direction? I don't know, but this might be the last reunion we'll ever see about them. So hey, for what it was, fine.
This is the last one. So
never say never.
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it because I've been waiting 17 years for this.
It's been a while, so I was like, for what it was, I enjoyed it. Could have been better, but I think we all collectively liked it, and I don't know. We'll see what happens with them.
It did its job.
It did its job. And hopefully we see them together. Hopefully they do stuff together. I don't know. Maybe they do a Friends movie.
That would be cool.
I want to see that. I want to see a Friends movie, but we'll see.
I don't know if I wanted to see a movie. Movies always suck. They ruin everything.
I want to see what they're doing. Like, how are they doing today? Are they doing fine? Is Joey a big actor?
They already said it. And they already said it. Like, if they would do something, it's because of the co-producers. If the co-producers wants to do something about them, they
and you saw their faces. They were like, maybe we'll do it. Their faces, they're like, you saw the creators. They were like,
who knows? Who knows? Maybe because
they listen to the fans.
Yeah, maybe
because of the reunion.
Yeah, so
be like,
they will listen to the fans once more.
Or I want a movie or something, friends.
Not necessarily like a movie, just a episode, like
an hour episode.
Catching up with friends.
I really thought that they would end with an episode.
Yeah,
I really thought
that's what this whole thing was about. Yeah. I was gonna oh my god, I thought that they were gonna do an episode, everything, the credits, everything, and they were gonna do an episode, a legit
and then they were gonna
catching up them and how they're doing. Are they good? How's their life, basically? A short thing, and then at the end, the interview part and all that.
That would have been cool. I like see that. That'd be kind of cool. That would have been cool to see. But I don't know.
Exactly.
I guess this. I don't know. There's a lot of things they could have done.
7. I'm disappointed.
But you still liked it though. You still liked it. I mean, we all liked it.
You cried.
Oh yeah,
you cried,
and I still,
it did its job.
It did its job. It did its job. So
every time I see the ending of the episode of season 10, and I always cry.
When they put it on,
to stop it because I just couldn't with all the emotions. So, and I just started calling a lot of people because I just couldn't talk. And I was like, so, hey, what's up, guys? Yeah. I just can't stop. Yeah. Yeah.
That's how I felt.
I need to relax.
I was like,
I bet.
Not kidding.
Are you okay? No.
Yeah, you were like, we need to do this episode now.
Yeah, I was like, we need to speak.
I am fine.
We just need to talk. It's there's a lot of things I needed to share with the people, share with you guys. It's I need to do this now. We need the therapy session.
And when I saw David answered, I got goosebumps. And I was like, oh shit, it's happening. Oh no, shit.
But it was crazy. So I don't know. We all liked it, and I want to ask the audience, did you like the reunion? Did you not like the reunion? What did you like? What didn't you not like? Let us know in the comments. Let's go talk about it, because I'm pretty sure everybody has an opinion on this. Everybody has expectations. So I want all of you guys to talk to us and tell us what you thought. So thank you guys again being here with me. Talk some more Friends. It's a lot of fun talking about Friends. Maybe we'll talk about Friends in another episode. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe this won't be the last time that we're together doing this. We should do this again for whatever. I
hope not.
I don't know, for whatever we want to talk about. We'll see. So stay tuned for that. But please follow them on social media. Angie, where do you want people to follow you? Anything to plug? Tell the people.
Attic Misfit. Or my personal account, Ange_MTR.
MTR. Okay, cool. So follow her there, follow her profile, support her business page. And you, Andrea, where do you want people to follow you? Anything to plug?
Well, yeah, on Instagram, it's _CúcameEste.
Funny name.
Very simple and very funny.
Some people be like, what is Cúcame Este mean? They were like, what does that mean?
But it's a Latin thing. It's a Puerto Rican thing.
It's a Puerto Rican thing. Maybe ask us and maybe we'll tell you.
Ask and we'll answer. We'll answer.
So please, thank you guys. Follow them, support them in their own endeavors and what they're doing.
Yes,
please. If you like this podcast, please give it a like, share, and subscribe for more similar things or varied things. Because in the channel, I do a lot of different things. So please subscribe. Thank you guys again. My name is Sebastián Sierra. Ella es Angie. Ella es Andrea. Nos seguimos aquí. Hablando Shet. I'll be there for you.